And anyone that knows Rob Ray knows he's a loose cannon, he's one of the toughest around, and I've watched him for
Bad
years and
mofo.
years.
Yeah.
Like just sick
Yeah.
tough. And I'm just like, all right. And I'm sitting with all rookies, and they're like, dude, you're in shit, man.
You're in trouble.
It's kind of like,
Barney, we've done a couple events together, and you tell when you get, I don't know if you guys have seen him when he's on stage, he's spectacular. Tell me about, since we're like back in the day here, like I think you told a couple stories about, I mean, I know there's so many, but like about your first NHL training camp, like coming out of junior and how that went and like what you had to go through. I think you were fighting I mean, from what I recall of the story, it was a total shit show.
Yeah, like I went to junior. Like I was always, anyone that played at that level was always the best player on their team and usually one of the best players in their league, depending on where you're from. I was from Ottawa, 73 birth year that had a lot of great players that never made it. And, when I got to junior, I had been cut in Bantam twice. I'd been cut in midget, and I was the last overall pick in junior. And, I literally went to junior, fought 13 times in 2 days till the coach came and said, hey, stop. Like, you're okay. Like, we need to see a little bit more. I didn't think I was good enough to make the team. So I told my mom and brother, and my brother just said, stand out. So fast forward that a couple of years, and now I'm starting to have success in junior, and I get a nickname, Killer. I don't know why, because I had like 150 fights in junior. I won one, like literally won one. And I'm coming home and I got this nickname, Killer. And it's like not something you want in the Quebec League when you got Donald Brashear and Sandy McCarthy and Gino Ojic and plethora of guys along the way. So fast forward, you get drafted to Buffalo. And again, now you're like, okay, I got a recipe for success. Ended up having a lot of success in junior as a scorer and obviously put up a lot of penalty minutes. So now you're like, okay, who's the tough guy here? And it's Brad May and Rob Ray, by the way. Great picture of Rob and Brad at Christmas. Great job.
Reindeer just going at it.
Just Maisie giving it to him. Just Maisie giving it to Razor one more time.
His new meeting to Mayday.
But yeah, I showed up at the first training camp, and we used to have a dinner where the Knoxes, who were the owners back then, would host, and you'd go around and you'd say where you were from, what position you played, and team. So I'm like, gets around to my turn. I stand up, and I'm like, Matthew Barnaby, Beauport Harfangs, Snow Owl, very intimidating bird, by the way, in Beauport. And I was like, right wing. And out of nowhere, Razor yells, Killer gonna get killed. And anyone that knows Rob Ray knows he's a loose cannon, and he's one of the toughest around, and I've watched him for years and years.
Yeah.
Like just sick tough. And I'm just like, all right. And I'm sitting with all rookies, and they're like, dude, you're in shit, man.
You're in trouble.
It's kind of like I went from this dinner and I'm sweating all night. Like I fought a lot of tough guys already, but now you're taking the next step to fighting men. You're not fighting boys anymore. And even though they might be big, these guys are men that do it for their living. So the first day, I literally go after Razor, and I chase him down, and I slash him. I'm like, let's go. So he beats the living shit out of me. Like, I don't get one punch, and he hits me 14 times. We go into the penalty box, come right back out. I chase him down the ice, and I spear him in the gut. I'm like, let's go again. This time he cuts me over the eye. Go back in, come right back out. And there weren't refs back then. There were just people that grabbed our gloves. Like, there was no penalties, or like you could two-hand a guy over the head, and you're like, that's not a penalty. Like, or you get a penalty shot to go in, like something stupid. So the third time I come back out, and I actually get Razor pretty good, and I got him pinned. And now he's like, so we're picking up our gear. I'm like, I did pretty good. Guys are tapping me on the ass and whatever. Out of nowhere, he comes and suckers me right underneath and right in the face and knocks me back. Well, I chase him down again, and we go at it again. So yeah, it was like 4 times in like 3.5 shifts. and it's funny because we had just had rookie camp probably a month and a half earlier. And Brad May is the nicest guy in the world.
He's awesome. One
of the people you want to be afraid of, because you never know when he's going to snap. He could be hugging you and then sucker punch you at the same time. Like he's got that loose wire. And we had, we're going to training camp. I'm like, well, I have to fight. and there's only one veteran here. Maisie was already pissed that he had to be at this rookie training camp. So we're skating around, and I didn't know this, but I run at him, and he elbows me right in the face, knocks me down. I shake my gloves, and he's like, "No." I'm like, "What the fuck? No!" Like, I'm 165 pounds. Like, he's fought pro, he's fought everyone.
Yeah.
Next shift I come out, I run at him again, gives me a shot, nothing. I'm like, "Maisie, let's go." He's like, "No." And I didn't recognize me. He was looking up, and John Muckler, the coach GM, had told him, "They really like me, but don't fight Barney. Like, you're going to kill him. And we like what he brings to the table, but we don't want you fighting either." So the third time comes around, and I run at him, and he literally cross-checks me right in the face. And I go down, and I drop my gloves, and he looks up, and they shake their head yes. And he lays a beating on me, like a beating. But typical Mayday fashion, it's in the middle of July in Niagara Falls, and we're skating around the rink, okay, to try to lift the fog.
Fog, yeah.
And Maisie comes up beside me. He's like, "Hey, killer." He's like, "I fucking love you, man. I fucking love you." And that's his personality. He just gets into it, right? And he's like, "Go run at these other fucking dummies." He goes, "I love you. I want you part of my team." He goes, "I'll defend you." He goes, "Just stay away from me, please. It's July."
It's July.
It's July. Barney, this is like looking at going through the numbers, the most incredible stat line of a junior hockey player there has to be. 63 games, 29 goals. How mad are you didn't get to 30 goals will be my first question after I read the rest of the stat line. 29 goals, 37 assists, 66 points, 476 penalty minutes. The greatest junior stat line I've ever seen. How mad were you didn't get to 30 goals? How did you not get to 30 goals, and do you remember?
I remember why I didn't. I got suspended 4 games for trying to break a guy's arm in a penalty box.
In the penalty box?
Yeah, I jumped over the penalty box and tried to close the door on his arm.
Oh,
okay.
Hey, how about that, though? That only got 4 games.
4 games to try to break the dude's arm.
Yeah.
With
4
the door.
games. My favorite stat is the year after, because I started the year in Buffalo. I didn't play any games. But we had a really good team. Then I got traded because they fired our coach. Story for another day. But I was an idiot to our GM at 19. I'm like, make a fucking trade. Like, we have a great team. 12 hours later, I was the one that was traded. I had like 18 points in 6 games, and they traded me. I was like, what the fuck? I go, I'm living in Quebec City with the hottest girls in the world. You can't trade me. They're like, you're going to Montreal and live in an apartment by yourself. I'm like, okay. Trade me. But yeah, the next year I had 111 points and 47 goals and 448. And my son always says, he goes, where did you have the time?
Yeah, that's it.
I'm like, well, there was no defense, no checking, and there was just great goaltending, but like there was no defense in the Quebec League at the time. So I played with some great teammates. I was very, very fortunate to play with some great guys. And but yeah, I love the Quebec League back then.